Hi, I'm going to do a quick tutorial of how to take a separated roughness, metallic, and specular map and put them onto one RGB image for Voices of the Void. To start, I'm in the program called Medibang Paint Pro. You can use any image editing software. If you know how to use it, that's generally a good start, but I'll try to explain how to use this one in the way that we need it. I'm used to Clip Studio Paint, so it's a bit different. I used to use this one though, so I know a bit about it. So I have this, for now, I have this test texture that has this roughness map, this metallic map, and then this is the, what's the other one? Specular map. So I want to combine them all into one image that's RGB so I can use it for Voice of the Void. So one good thing to remember, you can always go and check the printer guide that I'll link in the description or comments, is which channel is which for the PBR. So the red channel is metallic, the green channel is specular, and the blue channel is roughness. So I guess I'll start with roughness, which is blue. So what you need to do, take all this image and then you're going to paste it into a new, I guess, file that's the same size, but all of it is black. So you just paste it on top of here. You see it's a new layer. It's on layer 2. So the first thing you need to do is make sure that you have the right colors for this. So for this example, we need blue. So it needs to be 0 in red, 0 in green, and 255 in blue. That's the maximum. Or you can do 0000FF, which is 0 in red, 0 in green, and then FF, which is 1313 in blue. I think 13 is 16. So yeah, just make sure you have only blue. Oops. In Medibang, I think by default, the insert button on your keyboard is gonna fill up the entire thing with your color. I also just always used to use the gradient and just stretch it from one side to the other like this, and then it just makes it so the entire, all of the gradient part of the gradient is off the canvas, so it just turns the entire thing blue. So for mapping like this, that it's got black and white, black means 0, and as you get closer and closer to white, that means more. So right here, this is the roughness, so all of this would be 0 rough, as in it is not rough at all, it's extremely shiny. Except for these slightly gray parts, they would be a little bit rough, so they would be a bit less shiny. So if we want to equate that to blue, then we need the majority of this to be black, and just the parts that are slightly white to be blue. So if you take another layer and you put it on top, I don't need clipping, if you put it on top of this one and you set it to multiply, then that will change all of the black. Well, all the stuff that's black will stay black, but all of the stuff that's even slightly white will now become an equal amount of blue instead. So you can see it's at about right there with how blue it is. If I take it away, it's about right there for how much white it is. So it's the same thing, just now it's blue. So you've got the multiply layer on top of your normal layer, and then you just merge it down. You can right click and actually I guess you can't. Where's the merge button? Okay, so you can press this button here to merge it with the one below it, or I think Control E. Yeah, Control E is the default to merge it. So now this is your color corrected roughness map. What you'll need to do now is set this to add on top of a black background, which I already started with, and the fact that it's a blending mode add isn't really important right now, but it will be once we get to the other ones. So let's do I started with roughness, so let's do metallic next. So metallic, you do the same thing, you copy it, you paste it on top, and metallic is the red channel. So you need to go, red is easier because you can just go very top of this, and it's already R255G0B0. Once again, make another layer, set it to multiply. So for this one, obviously, this is the most red. This is going to be 100% metallic. These bits here are kind of red. They're going to be pretty metallic. This is hardly red at all. This is going to be mostly, why is it? Yeah, this could be mostly not metallic, but a little bit metallic still. And then this is black. This is not going to be metallic at all. So just do the same thing, press this button or do Control E to merge it down, and then once again set it to add. So now you can see here, it's kind of hard to see because the contrast is kind of low, but this part is slightly blue and very red because they are adding each other to each other. These two are being added together, so it's all of the red is being added with all of the blue, and it works out exactly what we want. So for this, most of it is black, so most of it will not be specular. Specular is just how much a light goes through. How much light goes through the material. So like how much it will shine through, I think. I don't know, you can Google specular, it's really weird. For this one, the way that I arrange the textures, I want this to be all the way specular, and this part somewhere around here to also be all the way specular. I don't know. This isn't the real texture. This is just a recreation. So once again, you just paste it on. You make the new layer. You make sure that it's all the way green. So you set red to 0, green to 255, blue to 0. You make the new layer. You set it to multiply. You merge it down, and then you set this layer to add. So now, this part here is a little bit green and a little bit red because it's got the red from the metallic map and the green from the specular map. This example is kind of boring because a lot of it is just like binary, but the same thing works. Like say if we had an actual like, oh, we want it half to be specular and half not to be. We just delete this and pretend like this is our new specular map. Once again, set it to multiply. Once again, make sure that we have the perfect green. Then make it all green, merge down, set it to add. And you can see that this part has no green in it, but then this part has a lot of green in it, but it also still has red in it. You can see the red is 191 and the green is 254, so that's a fair amount of both. That one has a lot less red, but it's still got green. And here, as it approaches white, it's got a little bit of each color. So it's got 255 red, 222 green, and 73 blue. So, yeah, that's how you do it. You just multiply to turn the white into your color that you want, and then you add to turn the then you multiply to turn it into the color you want, and then you add to add all the colors together. So now you would export this as the name of your model _PBR, and yeah, that's all there is to it. Thanks for watching.